Good morning. Hi there. It's Phil. It's Saturday, November 16th. It's 10:24 a.m. We're getting a little late start to the morning. What are we cooking here? Well, what we got here, we got ham and onions. And we're putting a scorch on them. We're kind of caramelizing the onions, caramelizing the ham. Soften up the onions a little bit. And I thought about cooking some sausage, but I ain't gonna do that this morning. We're just gonna have egg omelet with ham and onions. And I'm going to use a little bit of Ralph's pizza sauce as kind of a dip. But normally I would use a salsa, but my salsa is about 3 years old and dark and gross looking. So this is going to be fine. I gotta get some eggs broke up for this. We gotta break up some eggs to make some breakfast, boss. Yeah. I gotta bring it back a little bit here. I got you on zoomy. Let's bring it back a little bit and tip you down a little bit. There we go. I have to turn this heat down just a smidge. That's a little bit too hot. Looks pretty damn good, I must admit. I don't have no green peppers. Normally I'd put green peppers in it. Normally I'd use salsa, but I didn't get to the store and I'm feeling lazy today, so we're not going to worry about that. We're just going to get this shit done. So I hope you all had a great week. My week was filled with working and going to work and coming home and you know, that's pretty much that. Feeding the knucklehead, making sure she was happy. She's been doing okay. She's been on a trip. She's been real healthy lately. I've been real happy about that. Damn, I can't break an egg today to save my life. I can't break an egg today to save my damn life. Alright, so this is 6. That 6 is enough. The sad fact of the matter is about this omelet that I want to make is I don't really have enough cheese to make it right. Now this right here is a cheese I won't eat. That is giant white American cheese food. And that is the worst cheese in my entire life I've ever ate. And I refuse to put that into my body. I don't know what the hell that is. It is some kind of fake cheese. And I gotta tell you, it is legendary fake. I don't know what the hell they made that with. It's like some kind of, I don't know. I didn't look at the formulation. I thought it would be like, you know, food. But no, that is not cheese. I don't know what the hell that is. That is immensely gross. And I know I gotta get that toast up. Come on, toast, come on up. Oh shit, I burnt you up. That's good. Well, I don't give a shit. That's my boss' favorite saying lately. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. Home sweet home. Alright. Pour a little bit. Yeah. Yeah. Right on top of everything. There you go. Eat that shit up. Eat it up. Now this ain't gonna be no omelet. The omelet's where you fold it over and all that kind of stuff. No, we ain't gonna go there. I did have a little bit of Now Giant makes a pretty good pepperjack. I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty good. That pepperjack's pretty good. But this shit, I'm gonna strip it all out and probably give it to the animals out in the yard. The fucked up part of it is, I just saw. Damn it, I got a whole nother pack of this shit. I'm not putting that on my food. I'm not eating that. I don't know what that is. The Giant white American cheese food. And I ate one pack of it because it was in a, I bought the of course I bought the $10 pack. But yeah, I mean, I don't know what the hell that is, but I'm not eating it. You know, Giant wants to sell that crap. And I'm very surprised because Giant, usually every product Giant sells I'm usually all up for. But not that. I don't know what the hell that is. I'm not eating that. I'm gonna get my bread in here. My bread's really done. Really done. That's not too bad. Another couple pieces of bread here. This bread is Arnold whole grains, 12 grains and seeds bread, which is a bread that I don't have a whole lot of problems with. You know, I can eat it and it doesn't make me sick, and that's what I'm all about. I don't like stomach upset, you know. That ain't my thing, you know. Throw us some pepperjack cheese on them. So I got up this morning, and last night I got home, and like every night when I come home, it's a challenge to go to bed because, you know, first thing I do is get online, go to YouTube, see what's happening. But the thing is with that is you can go from one thing to 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 one thing. Next thing you know, you're toast. Your sleep is toast. And anyway, that's what I did. But I did force myself to go to sleep. This is pretty good. That's a pretty good cheese right there. That's worth a bite. Sorry, you belong to me. Alright, where is it, damn it? That's not what I want. Oh, you damn flat pizza. Shit. Where's my damn pizza pan, my round pizza pan? Right, here we go. Throw 4 pieces of cheese on top of that. Hope I got enough heat in the pan to melt the cheese. There's that. Cover it up with this. Oh man, it's not going to cover the whole pan. God darn it. Oh well, we'll have to have faith. Where's my round pan at? Huh. Right next door. There we go. This works way better. There we go. So, this Giant American cheese is shit. I can't believe it. It's awful. I ate that and it made me sick. I was like going, what? Cheese ain't supposed to make me sick. There's the toast. Here's the bastardized butter I'm going to use. Butter. Here we go. I'm going to have my butter. Government recalled butter because like 88,000 pounds of butter because it didn't have on the label contains milk. It's butter. I mean, come on, people. Really? You need the government to tell you that there's milk and butter. I mean butter and milk and butter, something like that. I mean, really? Please don't be that stupid. Please tell me we're not that stupid. But they made them call it back because the label didn't have contains milk. But you know, when you get dealing with people so stupid that they're allergic to something, they're not checking out shit. You know, people who's like, you know, this is a hammer. Don't hit your hand with the hammer, or it will hurt. This is a ladder. Be careful how you use the ladder, or it will fall over and you will get hurt. So here is. That's my home tea. I just made that this morning. Freaking, that's still hot too. That's good, man. I like that. All right. All this. Let's get another plate out here. Another home sweet home plate out here. Yeah, right here. There we go. There we go. Now, let's see what we got. Yeah. Pan weighs a ton. And I haven't been doing my damn exercises, so I can't hold it straight the hell up. Alright, there's that. Oh. That first thing you do when you get done with that. Get your little water. Throw it up in your pan. There you go. A little bit of that. Merry Christmas. I guess I could have ground that out a little bit, but I don't leave it like that. Anyway, here we are. Got that. Oh. This is Folgers Colombian coffee. I made in the Mr. Coffee machine. Because I ran out of K-Cups. Folgers Colombian. Okay, oh yeah. This right here. I want this right here. This is what's left of my rouse. I mean, well, not really left. I still have some in the jar, but this is what was left from the last meal I had with the rouse. Been in the refrigerator, so it's good and chilled. Let's throw a little light on the subject. Throw a little light on the subject. All right. Something to eat with, right? Eat like a damn animal. Guess I will use that, maybe. Alrighty, here we are. It is now 10:38, Saturday, November 16th, 2024. And we have this wonderful bounty that we thank the Lord for. This is a 6 eggs. 1 ham steak, thick ham steak too. I was surprised. I didn't realize I bought that, but anyway. So I slivered it up. It's like a half a pound ham steak. It's like 1 pound of ham. And a half a pound ham steak, slivered it up, and 1 onion. And we sauteed the onion and the ham together, and then we poured the eggs on top of it. This is obviously this wonderful Arnold 12 grain bread. And this is actually giant butter. This is Badia black pepper in here. I had to put it in here because the little white wafer on top of this that held the pepper and kept falling off, and one time it fell off and I wound up with a huge amount of pepper in my food. I'm like, oh, all right. The devil likes to do that sometimes just to ruin your day, you know. And I didn't let it ruin my day. I put the pepper all over my food and I ate that stuff. First off, let's just taste it. This also has 4 slices of pepperjack cheese on it. And I would have gone to Golden Corral today, but I've had some up and down experiences lately with Golden Corral. I don't know what it is. Now this is that Rao's it's spaghetti sauce. I didn't get none of it in. There you go. That kind of fits, you know. Use a spoon to get the rest of that out of there in a minute. This is spicy and delicious. Adds another layer of flavor to what's kind of a bland omelet, you know? That's pretty good. That is excellent green tea and black tea. I make my tea base in the Mr. Coffee Maker. I use two spoons of that, and 1 spoon of this. You can see the black tea. It's a beautiful brown black tea. And I put that in this. So I use 2 of this, and I use 1 of this. And I might put a little nip to cover the bottom. I usually just use 1 of these because it makes it go so far. And it makes an amazing tea that seems to me to be pretty daggone healthy. You know what? I'm sorry, huh? I'll put her up here. So, but it's really helps with digestion and all kind of other stuff. Anyway, let me get some half on half in here. You know what? We're gonna bring the rest of that Rao's out of here. That's like a taste sensation. Where's that? There it is. Rao's homemade tomato basil. I've still got 3/4 of a jar left. So here we go. There we go. I knew it was going to be weak. I hadn't made this type of coffee in about 3 months, I don't think.
So they've been sitting down there, and I was afraid I was going to overdo it. So I made it with like about 2/3 the dose. Oh yeah. So I hope you had a pretty good week. My week was a lot of work, but I like that. I like being busy every day. The man I work for is a force of nature. He really is. He's a wonderful human being. He's emptying that warehouse out all by himself. He's just an amazing person. And if you do your job, he ain't got a problem with you. Okay? That's all you do. Just do your job. When he asks you to do something, just do it. You ain't gonna give him no back talk. Just freaking do it. And that's pretty much where I'm at. I'm there to work. I'm not there to talk. Not there to discuss. I don't want to be part of the inter-office rivalries. So I do as little talking to the people there other than him as possible. We talk all day. I would ask the Lord. Yeah, wow. Okay, let's stop for now. Lord in heaven, thank you for this meal. Thank you for this opportunity to have a living, to make a living, to be able to buy this food. Thank you for all the wonderful farmers and ranchers and chicken farmers and everybody who raises these animals, gets us this food. Thank you for stores like Giant and Walmart and all the Americans and everybody else who brings their food there so we can buy it. Thank you for keeping us healthy. And I put into that also mentally healthy enough, because you can be completely healthy, but if your brain kicks out and you just go off the chain, you can be homeless in 2-3 days. So we thank the Lord for our mental stability and for the ability to appreciate the wonderful food that you provide for us and the fact that you're in our life every day. Please watch over my boss's wife's mother, who's 92 years old and currently recovering from an operation. And she's had good days and bad days, but lately she's been having better days. Please watch over my friend Joe, who's fighting his health problems, and we praise the Lord for helping him, and his wife also, who has her own share of health problems. And we hope you all are having a wonderful experience with fighting the battles you have to fight. Just remember, please bring the Lord into it. We thank you, God, for this for every day. Glory to God in heaven, amen. All right, so back to it. All right, back to it. I really didn't expect to use this rouse, but I'm really liking this. Ham, onions, eggs, and rouse. There's a daggone dose for you. So yesterday, I worked in Charlottesville. Just a small job, we got it done. On the way back, I stopped by the bank, I got some cash out, and I went to Golden Corral. And I caught them just in their change to a lunch shift. So they had their little cheeseburgers, they had their wonderful pot roast out, they had pork chops out, and they had meatloaf out. And I had a little bit of everything. Mostly what I had was their pot roast and their hamburgers. Their little cheeseburgers are pretty much better than anything you can buy out here because they're real hamburger. And they're really, really good. I was surprised because whoever made the cheeseburgers, they made like 4 burger patties with no buns on them. So apparently somebody who's keto could get them, which was cool because I snagged all 4 of those. And I was hoping for an uplift, you know. I was hoping for an energy uplift. That didn't happen, but that's okay. I gotta tell you, people talk about Rouse, and I like my Bertolli's, but I can tell you this: Rouse has a real good tomato flavor. If you would like fresh tomatoes, definitely you should try Rouse. Mm. Mm. That is pretty darn good, I gotta tell you. Now after I'm done, I gotta take all my vitamins, which I gotta take, well, let me show you. So that's liquid iodine. I take, you're supposed to only take 1 drop. I take 7 drops twice a day, so I take 14 times a daily dose. So I take 7 in the morning, 7 at night. You take that, you gotta take selenium. I only take 1 of these a day. Sometimes I take only 1 of these every 2 days, depending on how I feel. Most important thing I ever take, I will always take these for the rest of my life. These are krill pills. They have omega-3s in them. They're very potent. I take 4 of these a day. Mushroom pills really support going to the bathroom, for me. These are from the vitamin shop and they're shit. So I won't buy these again. But I'm going to take 2 of these. I'll buy the mushroom pills that Walmart sells. This is kelp. This is another form of iodine. Iodine is very important for your body, for your health. This is triple iodine complex, 3 different types of iodine in 1 pill. I take 1 of those, 1 of those, 1 of those. This is chromium, chelated chromium. I also take chromium picolinate that supports blood sugar health. Chromium is excruciatingly important for your body to manipulate sugar in your blood so it doesn't kill you. And there's not a lot of chromium in our food. And this is calcium, magnesium, zinc, and vitamin D3 in one pill. So when I'm done with that, done with my meal, I will take and eat all of that, or consume all those pills, or whatever the hell you want to call it. Now this is something off the wall. This is called dandelion root. I got this from Swanson. This is like a tar. And for those who don't know, dandelion is just a weed. But guess what that weed has been known to do? People have used that weed for thousands of years. They've taken that weed and they've made teas out of it to help with bodily ailments. So I bought like, back when my wife was alive, I bought like 6 of these from Swansea because they were fairly cheap. I said, okay, well, we'll give it a shot. Yeah, here they are. Yeah. I got one right here. I got 4 bottles of this, or 6 bottles of this, or something like that. I think it was 6. But let me show you what this looks like, because you can look at it and go, yeah, God, you're putting it on your body? I'm like, I thought the same thing too. Anyway, I think it's 2 drops is the dose. This has never been opened. Oh boy, I'm gonna have fun with this. Great. Well, this one's almost wasted, so we're gonna show you what I got here. I don't know if we'll get any out of here. There, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There you go. Anyway, that's what it looks like. It looks like tar. But it has a kind of a sweet taste to it. I don't know if it's helping anything, but you know what? In the grand scheme of things, as long as it's not killing me, I'll give it a shot. But it didn't melt for nothing. Here's to you and yours. May God bless you every day. And may you see the many blessings that God puts before your plate and recognize and appreciate every one of them. We are very blessed. Thank you, Lord, very much. And that's a damn good cup of coffee. That's pretty good. Wow, I thought it was going to be stank. All right. Well, that's a good thing. That's something good that happened today, huh? Hmm. So I got to go to PetSmart and I got to buy a $35 box of canned cat foods, 12 cans. It's by a company called Applause. It's got chicken in gravy, chicken and duck in gravy, and chicken and cheese in gravy. It's got 4 cans each. But that food does not have any grains in it, and it does not have any of the chemicals that irritate my cat's skin. And everything Purina and Blue sells, man, it just tears her up. So I won't feed her that. And that's everything Walmart sells, so I can't buy her any food from Walmart. Now, Giant sells a brand called Simple Promise, I think it is. And she can eat that with very little irritation. Look at this. That's the stuff I feed my cat right there mostly. That box is 35 bucks. It gives you like a $3 price break on buying all 12 by themselves. But that's the stuff she likes. Now, their dry food irritates her skin just as bad as Purina in them. And this is Nature's Promise Free Country pet food. And this has no grain in it, and they really try within the scope of a mass-produced food for a cat to not use the grain fillers and stuff like that all these companies are so good at using. Because grain fillers are weight, and they sell their food by weight. And most, I'm going to say this, Purina and Blue are shockingly deficient in how they care about what they sell to animals. They just are. I'm pretty much almost full. So if I was eating full carnivore, I couldn't have the onions. And I certainly could not have the bread. And we're going to head towards that. Now, there's 2 girls, if you go to keto, the keto sisters or keto twins. And they come up with all kinds of recipes for making keto substitute foods for foods like breads and pizzas that are loaded with carbohydrates. See, I never realized that eating this bread right here was pretty much the same thing to my body as eating 5 donuts. I never realized that. And then you see these meals that are, you have a hamburger that has the lettuce, tomato, mayonnaise on it, but you have these 2 buns that have sugar in them. They're already grain, but they have sugar in them. Then you have the fried French fries that have almost any nutrients fried out of them, and they're fried in an oil that's toxic to your body. Then they sell it with a soda, and they encourage you to buy the soda. which the soda is nothing but sugar syrup. If you're lucky, and if you're unlucky, it's got aspartame or sucralose in it, which is 10 times worse than sugar. My poor wife loved her. She loved her Diet Pepsi and her bag of Lay's potato chips. And the reason she loved that was because the Diet Pepsi had aspartame in it. She was addicted to it. The carbohydrates are highly addictive. Don't ever let nobody ever tell you this. When you go on a carnivore diet, one of the things they tell you, old carnivore guy will tell you, steak and butter gal will tell you, and Dr. Sean Baker will tell you, carb addiction is real. When you've been eating carbs for 50 years or 60 years and you go on a carnivore diet and you're going, man, I want some potato chips, or I want, some French fries, or I want some mashed potatoes. And you start making justifications for it. My view about that is, go get a small portion, eat it, get it the hell out of your head. And think. Don't eat it mixed up with something else. Eat that, see how it makes you feel. One thing missing on this table. Woo! Yes, the best. Deer Park water. Thank you, God. That stuff has saved me so many times. When I was on my fast, I would drink about 5 bottles of this a day, and I would pee about every 50 minutes. So I have to carry a bottle in my truck because I'm on the road sometimes 2 hours at a time. Yes, I have a pee bottle with a cap on it that I covered up. And I've gotten real good at, I can pull over and be standing in the door of my truck with the door closed tight. All people see is me standing there. They don't know what the hell's going on. But I got things aimed properly and take care of my business in about 1 minute and on my way. But Knucklehead's over here on a chair. Dorito poop. I don't know. You tell me. What you doing, Poopy? It's Poopy. Yeah. She's got to inspect the inspector. The inspector general's here. Yeah, he ain't much for that. Little monster. I would give her some half and half, but I don't want her to get, messy. You know what I mean? She's checking everything out on the table. Little monster. My little monster. Meets me at the door every day. I put my hand down, she gives me a scrubbing. She sniffs my hand first because that's how. I swear animals are very apt to have Alzheimer's and dementia, especially cats. And the way they remember you is not how you look. They remember you by the way you smell. And several times I've changed, like my wife had some body washes that they were just in the house, and I ran out of Safeguard. Safeguard soap is my jam. It's been my jam for about all my life. Safeguard soap was something that my mom started using, and it's never attacked my body. The pH of Safeguard soap's been perfect for my pH of my body. And it's very important that people understand. When you're using a soap, if you're using a soap that's uncomfortable, change the soap. If you're using Ivory soap and it's too strong, change it. If you have very dry skin and you need like Nivea soaps, something like that, Nivea makes a great soap. It has, but I can't use stuff like that because my skin is naturally oily. Anything that has oil in it, man, I feel like a grease ball when I take a shower. This was pretty damn good, I gotta tell you. What you doing, Poopy? Huh? What you doing, Poop? What you doing, Mess? Huh? Knucklehead. It's my little knucklehead. Yes, it is. It's Poopinator. Do you want a piece of ham, little Mess? I know she won't eat it. She won't eat it. But I'll give her a shot. Here you go, Poop. Here you go, Poop. There you go. There's a piece of ham. You want to eat it? You can eat it. It's right there. She won't eat it. She'll sniff it and walk away. She doesn't really eat. She doesn't really eat human food. Now she will occasionally eat bacon. Sometimes she'll walk away from that too. So she's a very, very picky eater, and I always get her what she wants to eat. And I paid a lot of attention to her when she was having her health problems. And I was, at the time, I was buying Purina. I was buying their good food. I was buying their, what's that, Fancy Feast stuff? And the beef she would eat, the chicken she would eat, anything else she wouldn't touch. And it got to where, and it's changed, it got to where she wouldn't touch anything with the beef in it. Because there's something going on with Purina's sourcing of where they're getting their beef protein from. She wasn't having it. And I said, okay, that's fair enough. Okay. I gave a lot of it down the street to a friend of mine who feeds stray cats. They'll eat anything. And I finally started going to, I said, you know what, I got to go premium. I've got to do something because her stomach was breaking out and she was getting little crusts on her ear and stuff. And I finally found this applause stuff and it all got better. And I'm very thankful to the Lord for that. Because if I'd have gone to a doctor, and what do doctors do? First thing most doctors do is they give you a pill that's an antihistamine to fight the effect in the animal's body. And what that does, it puts a load on their kidneys. And they're still eating the poison food. And now you've got this load on their kidneys and liver with this medicine you're getting. But she didn't need any of that. Now the birds are on the picnic table. When I got up this morning, Sammy Squirrel was out there on the picnic table because I pour bird feed out there. I also I'll probably put these 2 pieces of bread out there. Yesterday, on Thursday on the way home, because it's so dangerous driving down 95 these days, and it was raining, and I was like, you know what, I'm not going to fight my way to 63 miles to my job and 63 miles home, so 126 miles a day. And I said, you know what, I am not going to fight that drive home because I've got no time limit to get there. I just got Knucklehead waiting here for me to feed her, which I'll get here in time. But I'm not going to fight this. And on the way home, I know there's this little Caesars. And it's a pretty damn good little Caesars, I must admit. But I got their pizza, and I got their crazy bread. Not the cheese bread, but the crazy bread. That crazy bread had just been made, so it was soft and it was really good. You know, for it's just a bread with a little bit of garlic spices in it and some oil in it, margarine in it. And I ate their pizza, and I used their garlic butter, and I used their marinara sauce. And it did the same thing to me the next day that it always does, which is stiffened up my hands, made me feel kind of bad. And that's not their fault. That's my fault. I should have never gone there. Now, if I get a pizza from the end of the street down here, where my man makes my pizzas, I'd never have that kind of problem. But that's because he uses his own, he makes his own dough, And he really does a good job at what he does. All right, so let's do the. If we already ate, I don't know how wise it is, but I prefer to take my vitamins with food. So here we go. This is the iodine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There you go. And this says, I think they put sugar in this. They put some sort of something because it's sweet. This is the 1 selenium pill. 1 selenium pill. That tea turned out awesome. That tea turned out awesome. It's got a bite to it. I don't put no sugar in my tea. I don't put no sugar in my coffee because I overdo it. Sugar and coffee to me, if I put sugar in my coffee, enough to sweeten it, it goes into my bloodstream so quick in a half an hour I gotta sit down. So here's literally the one supplement I will never ever stop taking, and I've got to go get some more of these at Walmart. They sell these in a 2-pack for like 30 bucks. It's called Corey Krill Pills. Always refrigerate these. If you buy them online, I recommend you buy enough to get you through the summer. Buy them during the winter because they have a biological wrapper on them. It's it's a soft gel, and they do come apart. So I got 4 of them. So here we go. Mm-hmm. So there's that. Here's these sorry ass mushroom pills. Vitamin. I'm going to use. I normally take 4 of these, but these I've been taking only 2. Today we're going to take 4. Hell with it. And what do? Well, if you take the Spring Valley brand, this brand right here, that usually sells at Walmart, Spring Valley, if you take their mushroom pills, I took those mushroom pills and I didn't get high. My mind, my awareness got better. My brain fog went away for a couple of hours. I was in shock. I was like, I'm driving up the road, I'm like going, why in the hell do I feel so good? And that was about an hour after I took those. I took 3 of them. I always take the mushroom pills. I usually take more. But I've had no effects like that from these. But what I have had from these is, and every mushroom pill has done it for me, as you get older, your body wears. And you have a sympathetic nervous system that works all on its own. That you are actually 2 people. You're actually 2 people. Every human being is 2 people. One is the automatic human being that lives inside of you that takes care of your body. It's the one that makes you, oh, I'm hungry, or oh, I need to go to the bathroom, or it's that automatic voice inside of you, and it works everything inside of you. Well, as you get older, your lower intestines, the nerves start to fail. That's what I'm finding. And that's when you start having problems with constipation and irregular things. But what this does, what these mushroom pills do, they actually start healing those nerves down there. Now, I have to say, my 7 days of fasting, starting at the 1st of the month, ending on the 8th of the month, that 7 days of fasting has been priceless to fixing my diverticulitis and all the other assorted problems I have with my lower parts. So here it is, 4 in. All right. Now, kelp, source of iodine, another source of iodine, okay? I just take 1 of these. because I'm already taking so many other sources of iodine. I think the dose on this is 2. Let me see what the dose is here. I think it's 2. Take 1 tablet per day. Okay. Do not see recommended dose. Okay. So 1 tablet per day. There it is. Triple iodine complex. This is 3 different types of iodine in 1 pill. And what we're trying to do is we're doing an iodine supplementation across the spectrum. Okay? Now, if you are wonderfully blessed to live on a coastline and eat wild-caught seafood, or to live in a farm and eat grass-fed beef every day, you may not need any of this iodine supplementation, but you know what? Your health will show it. Your health will show it. Your neck won't be swollen or sore, and you'll feel good. And people will freak out when they see you because they'll be like, how the hell are you so healthy? All right, so here it is. Here's that one. It's a pill like that. It's actually kind of a half a soft gel, which I kind of like that. I don't like these pills. I'll show you a pill in a minute. Alright. Now this is chelated chromium. Chelated chromium helps our body metabolize fat, protein, carbohydrates, helps us deliver glucose into our body cells to promote energy production. It's chelated with glycine for optimal absorption. And the dose is serving size is 1 tablet. Take 1 tablet daily. This was crucial to my wife at one time in her life, right before surgery for her cataracts. Only at that time it wasn't chelated chromium because I didn't get it from Swanson. I got it from Walmart, which chromium picolinate was the only one that was available. That's what this pill looks like. That pill really helps keep you from having just fucking whacked out energy rushes in your head, and it really stabilizes the delivery of energy inside the brain. It's just really strange how wonderful this can help stabilize a person's brain. And it really shows me when you see these kids and they're all whacked out and they're drinking sodas and they're drinking high fructose corn syrup, or God forbid they're drinking aspartame, that shit directly attacks their brain. Same with sucralose. It attacks their brain. They got young brains that are growing, that are forming. They cannot have that poison in their bodies. And that's why you get so many kids that are depressed and don't understand why their thinking's all messed up. Because they're not getting the iodine and they're not getting the fat out of their... They gotta have fat. They've gotta have natural fats, like meat fats and butters and stuff like that. They can't have that artificial shit. But this really helps. That one pill always finds in one spot in the back of my throat, and it sticks on the back of my throat. And numerous times I've almost come close to heaving up everything. But it's because it doesn't have a coating on it. It is just the chromium itself. So I have to be careful. I should have rinsed it in my mouth with more water to slicken it. You know, it actually helps when you, if I had something like this, coffee in my mouth, it has the half and half has lipids in it, has fat in it that will coat the outside of the pill and make it slick so it doesn't stick. Alright, last but not least, now I'm not a fan of this particular form of pill, but this is calcium, magnesium, zinc, and D3. And it's turning out that D3 is very important. Now this pill, hard as a rock. I love this. This shows you right here. These are my gremlins. Let me show you. Let's see how far this goes. Okay, it went over there. These are my gremlins. I can drop a screw. I once dropped a screw, and I watched it roll. I don't want to lie. About 9 feet away. Like somebody was behind that screw, pushing it across the floor. And I looked at that and said, what the fuck is that? It's like we're living in a sea of energy, right? And then within this sea of energy, there's beings. And you never know what kind of being is in your life. But that's why you always invite the Lord in. Because if you don't invite the Lord in, that space around you, that aura around you gets bathed in all kinds of other spirits that you really don't want in your life. That's why I will say this right now. I always recommend, if anybody ever broaches the subject to me and says, hey, we're having a seance, would you like to come? And I will say, absolutely not. Because that shit is for real. You may not know it, but that shit's for real. Now, you might not get the spirit to come up that you want to come up, but you get a fucking spirit to come up. And he might spend their whole life with you pissed off that you brought them up from the other side, and you're the only connection to this world that they latch onto. So they latch onto your life for fucking ever. So I recommend you leave the dark arts alone. I'm just telling you, you're going to pay a hell of a price. Don't make a joke of it. It's like the Ouija board thing. I was like, come on, people. Let's do the Ouija board thing. And you know what I'm going to write on it? You need to give me some money. The spirits say I should give you some money. Yes, they do. Oh, man, I'm in a pretty good mood. Now I'm in a pretty good mood. I got to get this one pill in me. Hopefully I can get this. I'm going to use this. All right. Thank you, Lord. So, that's Saturday morning. I don't know what I'm going to do, but it's sunny. It's kind of chilly down here in Virginia. We are heading into winter. It's beautiful out here. I can see the sun shining, and I desperately, when I upload this video, I'm going to get the hell out of this house and go somewhere and do something. I don't know. I've been dreaming about a motorcycle. I'm not buying a motorcycle. I'm not going to do it. But I'm going to go to a motorcycle shop and look around up in Manassas. And I'm just going to chill. I'm going to have a pretty good day, I think, today. We worked all week. I got Pumpkinhead here fed. What you doing, Poopy? She's walking under the table here. Stretchy. Look at Stretchy. And, what you doing, Poopinator? Huh? What is my Poopinator going to do? Go, squeeze it. I'm going to squeeze the guts out of it. What you doing, miss? Huh? She's like, he don't normally pick me up. He's lying to those people. Yeah. What you doing, miss? Yep. So we're having a pretty good day, and we thank the good Lord for that. We thank the good Lord for keeping this little knucklehead healthy. Boy, she was tripping balls last night. I don't know what the hell she was seeing in the hallway. She was sleeping next to me. I was in the bed, and the bed sits sort of crossways to the hallway, and she gets comfortable on my hip, on the bed sheet. But man, she kept looking up like there was a ghost in the hallway and shit. I was like going, what in the hell are you seeing? What you doing, boo-boo? I love you, miss. What you doing, bitch, huh? What you doing, poopinator? It's your poopinator, yes it is. It's a poop. It's a poop. Hello, poopity poop. Boop, boop, boop. Yes. Spolt rotten. This is what spolt rotten looks like. I'm gonna go ahead and put her down. You ready to get down on the floor, knucklehead? Squeeze you like a zit. Yes. All right, put you down. Here we go. Ooh. There you go. That is my mess. Folks, I hope you have a wonderful Saturday. Thank you for watching the video. Please always know that God is right next to you. God's always there for you. He never leaves you alone, but he has to take his hands off because you have to have the ability to make your own decisions in your life. And believe me, I've made some bad decisions, and I've been very blessed that the good Lord has always watched over me, and I thank him so much for that. If you need help, just put your hand on your shoulder like this, because God's always got a hand on your shoulder. Say, God, man, I'm going through some tough stuff, and I could really use your help. Please come into my life and help me. And if you ask him for that, he'll help you. It might not come in the way you think, but it'll come. Have a wonderful Saturday. Thank you for watching the video. God bless you, and we'll see you on the next video. And I'm getting on that workout, daggone it. I'm not letting that workout go. God bless you, folks.